Hey, John here. So today I might have a potential video. I don't know yet because what I got is I got a text yesterday, Sunday afternoon. Hey, Tom here. Can I drop off a pickup truck? No. Let's see. Yeah, Tom. Tom says, hey, I just got a pickup truck, used pickup truck for plowing. It's got a problem with the tailgate. Can you look at it? So I reply, not today. That was Sunday afternoon. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Drop it off. I'll look at it tomorrow. So here it is tomorrow. And there's another text there. Hold on a second. So Tom's like, I don't know if you do any work for people that, relative, friend, whatever. I do side jobs for this landscaping dude. His name's Tom, and it's never what it is to begin with. Like, hey, for instance, can you look at my headlamp? Yeah, my bulb's on, or whatever. So you bring it over, you're like, pop the hood. And then it's like, oh, while you're under there, can you, I don't know, change my camshaft? So it always starts off easy enough. Like, this is supposedly something wrong with my tailgate. So, and then the next text is what I'm getting at. Oh, and there's a couple of holes in the bed. Can you look at that too? So, that being said, check this out. Look at that. So, I'm out. Well, maybe this way. Let's go through here. All right, let me see here. See if I can zoom in. Does that look like a pickup truck to you? That looks like, the screen's a little thick. That looks like a small dump truck to me. So this is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna go out there and see what kind of trouble I can get into because I don't know. Since zoomed in here, boy, I need a haircut. So let me get some duds on and comb my hair, and we'll go out there and take a look at that. See if I can actually make a video out of something. With Tom, I can make several videos. I've been doing work for him for 20 years. It's never what it seems. It's always something way involved. But let me get dressed and go out there and look. See what happens. Oh, look, there's a snowblower in the back. I'm sure I should have brought my phone. Sure, I'm going to text, hey, can you look at that? Oh, great, a diesel too. Yeah, nice pickup truck. Well, I was going to say I don't see any holes. Oh yeah, that's just a pinhole from outer space. Well, let me see what the fuck's going on here with this tailgate. I never know what to expect with Tom. And he doesn't explain nothing. Nothing looks like, other than it's chained open, that there's something wrong with it. But you know how that goes. Before I get a tripod, obviously, that booger there must operate the lift. Yeah. So, oh look. This truck's in excellent condition. Fred Flintstone model. Well, I'm not here. It's not here for that, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So let's see if this thing will go up. Seems to be working. It's like a pretty heavy duty ram there. I don't want to spill that fucking snowblower out, so I don't know if it's a good idea to be standing in here with this kind of stuff. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be pulling on stuff. That looks like some sort of kickstand. Probably goes up and holds that sucker in place. I'm sure I do that. I do that because I've never had a dump fall on me before, but I'm probably thinking it's a little painful. So let's put that back down. Actually, if it's just welding them holes, I might do that for free for him, so I have access to a small dump truck, because my forward driveway up there is like an acre long and it needs, I grade it every year, but it's a branch down. I grade it every year, but it needs some holes filled in. Alright, so like I was saying, let me get a tripod. I don't know what that thing's doing. And look at this tailgate. I didn't get the tripod yet because I think this probably won't even be a video because it seems to be easy. Tom's not really like he just likes to buy shit and use it, not really looking at how it works. So this little thing here, and I don't know what he's talking about. I guess I have to text him or call him, see what his problem is. But this thing here is just an operation just to keep, because I just closed this. I think I know what he's thinking, but so I just closed this. That latch is up now, but that's what these chains are for. So you can, when you take this dump up, it can release from the bottom here too. You know, so you can dump a little bit at a time. You could just chain open a little bit, you know. So people do that. So I operated that. That works. It hooks. It, you know, it clamps on that, so it keeps it secure. I don't think he was talking about that. I'm pretty sure he was talking about it must fall down or something. And here's why. That is just on there. You know, it's just catching the pin, as you can see. But I'm pretty sure. See how that's out of line? I'm pretty sure that the bed walls are falling out. And I don't know if that's from rust or just, you know, packing that with material and it just got bent that way, but that's too heavy duty for what I got going in my garage to get that back to normal. Because look at this side, even a bigger gap. Look at, you can see daylight through there. Then as you get down, it's, you know, it's got quite the view going. So I'll try some come along, see if that'll bend back in. But what's going on is it's kind of missing here. It's not even, you know, this thing has too much play. And I'm not sure how this works. I mean, I could see how this just goes down, and then whatever mechanism is supposed to be there, I don't think it's there, because, you know, just folding that doesn't do squat. And I don't know what that pin is for, whether this thing is supposed to go in and out. It might, you know what I mean? It's like, looks like it's at one time a spring or something. This pin might have, you know, again, I don't know how that works, so I'm going to have to come up with something to secure this, because that's probably what's going on, is this thing is just so played out that the tailgate's falling. Must be what he's talking about. Once again, it's pretty heavy duty metal, so I'll see if I can get, you know, I got a 1-ton chain hoist. Maybe if I take it down off the ceiling, I can try to crank it in there, but I don't think a come along is going to do anything with that kind of steel. So it might just have to be cockeyed like that. And I don't buy used vehicles as a rule, so especially a dump truck, but I don't know how he can miss this, you know. It's pretty fucked up. I mean, I don't think it was hit or nothing. Like I said, I think it's just being used. It's just too wide. So, well, I can already see that this hinge is not straight. So even if I could probably heat this up and bend it, I wouldn't be worried about that. But that's only get it, you know, it's going to only get it in a skosh, so I really don't think that's going to help. So my best scenario is, I don't even know why I'm bothering with this, probably just break the come along, but, because that's pretty solid steel. But I'm just going to see if that stuff flexes. Not that it's going to stay that way, even if I can close it up. So if it does flex, I'll see how it goes. I might draw it into, you know, let's see what happens. Probably break some, but before I go to Tractor Supply and waste money on this, maybe this will work. Yeah, I mean, I can hear it crunching, probably the rust in here. You can see this is bowed up with the bed. You know, it's just got a tweak to it, but like I said, there ain't shit I can do. not with the tools I have or the garage. You know, you need, that's heavy duty stuff there. So. Well, now that I got thinking about it, before I go to Tractor Supply, how about this? Why don't we take, instead of having these on the outside, right? I mean, that is a welded pin there with a head on it, but I ain't worried about that. I'll cut that off, you know, grind that down, and I don't know if I want to drill a hole through that. I'll probably just weld another pin coming this way and just take this whole mechanism. Well, I'd have to take this folding piece off, but what's the difference? It don't work anyway. It just sits there. It's rusted. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because this thing's tweaked anyway, this thing. And I'll cut that off, flatten that out, take this whole handle off because it's doing nothing but flapping in the wind. Switch it over to here, right? Maybe just have something, little type handle or loop or something where you can just, you know what I mean, like, just so you can loop it back. It'll just sit in there in gravity like that. And it'll just sit there, put on the other side. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just have it, because right now, see how it's not catching? I suppose you're going down the road and that thing bobbles a little bit and kaboom, the thing falls apart. Even if I bend that plate in, I don't think it's going to do much because there's not much it's hanging on to. And then maybe I'll put a little strip of angle iron, you know, just weld a little to whatever this smallest diameter is here. And can even take some angle iron and trim it just to fill in, just so this gap's filled. Like I said, it's not like it's going to be putting water in here, so I don't know if too much material is going to fall out of there, but maybe I'll just do it from here to here, weld a little piece of angle iron. And I think that's probably the easiest way to go, because I try to weld something on this, right? And then this stays here, and it's going to be, you know, I don't claim to be the world's best welder, so it's going to be just a lot of it, you know, what if he's got a lot of weight in there? I don't want to be responsible for that, so, because if that weld breaks, you know, and the pin breaks and the tailgate falls and he dumps a load on the road, that'll be cool. So I think I'm just going to take this whole mechanism off, chop it up, save this big piece, move it to the inside. Alright, so I just took this to Tractor Supply, get a little of the supplies there, and this side is the right side, and that was catching before, you know, at least caught a little bit. Now look at that. It is, there's a big reflection in the camera, I can't see what I'm looking at, but it's now missing. Right, so. I don't know that's coming out, but that whole thing's all tweaked. So let's get to business. Tom just called me. You done yet? I guess we're expecting snow tomorrow or something. I'm like, just quit calling me. Let me see if I can get this done. Yeah, because you don't want to be going down the road and this thing just pops out. I mean, it does have a, you know, an angle to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's forward leaning. So it's not like it's gonna, I guess it could fall. A couple of bumps, but let me do that. And I got the, I don't know if you can see it. Oh! Holy shit, that thing came right off. Well, I just got some sheet metal. I'm just gonna weld the sheet metal to the bed, but let me get this important part tackled here so it doesn't drop this lift gate, because this thing weighs fucking 1,000 pounds. Well, I don't know how much it weighs, but it's more than I can lift, so. Okay, so as expected, two things. A, it's not gonna fit in the garage. That part with that tarp on there, it's like a foot higher in my garage, so I'll get it close enough. Could be a little chilly working out, but so as soon as I hung the phone up with him, you know, he's like, you know, I pointed out before, it's always something. Oh, hey, and another thing, by the way, can you, I guess there's a problem with the electrical lights, something with the, I don't know, I knew that was going to happen, so let me get to this, let me fix this real issue. And as far as the lights go, well, it kind of, I guess is an issue, but I knew there was got to be something else, and we ain't done yet. I'll call him back, tell him one thing's done. Maybe I'll look at the lights, maybe it's a bulb, I don't know, but it's funny that I mentioned earlier, a headlight turns into an engine job, but anyways, so let me get started with that. I'll set the tripod up, see if we can just clip that piece off, here's my plan. I want to just, you know, clip that stud off, straighten that hunk of metal out, you know, flip it to the inside, call it a day. So that shouldn't take too long. See what happens. Let me put the stud on it. Well, there you have it. One hole. I'll grind that up a little bit. So now the plan is to take a bolt, shoulder bolt, you know, go from this side. Let's flip it around to this side. There'll be plenty to grab onto, yeah? But look at that, I gotta straighten that out first. Let's take it over to the vise. I might even have to take that to the press. It's kind of like, it's actually another discrepancy. Another discrepancy I can see is not only is it bent this way. First of all, the whole rail's bent, you know. It's not like laying over, but it's bent enough, you know. I mean, this is solid stuff here. There's nothing I can do with it. I mean, it's just too thick. You know, maybe from loading this thing up constantly, a rock, whatever. Maybe a loader hit it. I don't know. Both sides are tweaked out. So, I mean, this could be squeezed in. So I'm going to hit this with a sledgehammer a few times. But even this piece, it's supposed to be flat this way. I can see looking across, it's a little higher than the other one, so that piece could be actually banged down. But I don't know about a sledgehammer. Wow, surprisingly enough, that actually bent down. So let's see if I'll bend this way. Wow. 1/4 inch steel bends pretty easy actually. So that looks straight. Looks like straight as an arrow. Not the whole thing, just this little piece here. So. Alright, so I got both sides clipped out. I didn't weld it yet, but as you can see, that's kind of in the center. But what this thing does is it will shift. So before I weld this piece and clip the rest off, right? So it moves up and down good. Of course that'll be in there tighter, but it moves up and down good. So then I already did this side, but I didn't weld it. But so this side, same thing, right? It's got more of a grab towards the end there, but I don't care about that. So it's kind of even now, even though I got this gap here. I'm going to address that with some angle iron. This is, I think, what was going on with this dude. You take a corner or whatever, and watch this. I can move this whole, just by grabbing here. Look at that. Well, I don't know if you saw that, but I can push this whole thing over. See that? So, you know, it's still on the piece there, but if this was, you know, on the opposite side, see, it's here now, it's grabbing it still, even with this huge gap. So it's going to be a good fix. So you lift this up, it's still grabbing a hunk, and it's still got about a 1/4 inch, you know, left in there, even if it shifts all the way to the left, because I can't bend these rails back in. That'd be the ideal thing to do, is bend these rails in, but I don't have anything that powerful to bend them and keep them bent. It's just too thick of a rail. Alright, very quick. I like this, how this came out. It came out a little better than the other side. It's tighter, doesn't have any play. So I like how it grabs it, and that's it. There's very little play, but this one has too much play. So I'm gonna have to do something with this. Shit, somebody's calling. Hold on. Alright, so remember I was telling you about how, you know, hey, can you look at my headlight and then take the engine apart? Look at this. I don't really want to show his name, but it says, hey, do you have time to take the wheels off and look at brakes? This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Look at those. Do those look like wheels that just pop right off? I mean, It's a dually, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, let me do that because I've only spent 2 hours on this. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I think this video started. Like, you know, when your friends think you're doing something that's going to be real easy and blah, blah, blah. I bet you I ain't done with this. Next thing I know, I'm going to be doing, you know, first it started out with the tailgate. Then it moved to the stuff there to patch up the, you know, the floor. And then the next text I got was the tail lights. Something's wrong with them. And now I'm in the brakes. See how that shit goes? Just saying. Good old Tom. Right, so this couldn't have worked out any better. So I added a little piece of that square stock in there. And check this out. This is like perfect because there's a little bend in the end of that thing. Almost acts like a little resistance. So it's fine there. You know. Then see how it kind of stops? But that's like a locking mechanism. So I like that. So that came out good. So I'll paint all that up. Might do that to the other side too because I like how that's nice and tight. You can't move it. And then, next move here, I plan on putting some angle iron right here, you know. Cut a piece out probably this big. You know, I got an inch angle iron stuff. So that what that'll do is not only you know, fill that gap, but it also prevent it from going in and out. And I'll do that to both sides, so you know this won't have nowhere to go. It won't shift back and forth anymore, because that's what was going on. This thing, because the rails are bent out, it was shifting, and then there wasn't enough to hold on over here, but now there is. So this piece going up, more than enough to bite on that top piece. But I add this angle iron in here. That'll be, I was gonna say like new. Can't be like new because this thing's sold. But okay, it won't shift. I think I'm done for today, even though I'm supposed to get to a bunch of other shit. See, I just put a little angle iron in there just to take up the gap, yeah. And also, again, that doesn't even look like it's coming out. I tapered it a little bit here, just because the corner was a little bit. So this is on both sides. So not only does it hide the gap that was, you know, because this rail is bent, hides that gap. So in case you put some dirt in here, it won't kind of leak out. But more importantly, it prevents it, because I got them on both sides, from shifting from back and forth, because this gate had so much play, and that's probably why those things are bent to begin with. The things on the top there that are reversed, you know, these things. So that's down. That clips on the pin. That's all I got for now. Like I said, I'm gonna paint all this up. I might turn it on for that, but that's about it. That's all I got. So if you got a loose tailgate or shifty tailgate, that's my fix. I mean, look at that. That is bad. It's not bad, but the gap between the top and the bottom, you know, but at least they ain't gonna fall out now, because these are on the other side. They're on the inside now. No way that's gonna come off of there. Can't shift anymore because I've got the angle iron in there. So that's fixed. I'm gonna wrap this bullshit up and call it a day. Well, thanks for watching.